Um, so yeah, we finished most of the mechanics. I do want to start working on the zipline mechanic, but I'm actually thinking of rewriting it just a bit. Similar to our dash or our teleport state, I want to add that to our orb here. So at the end of this orb, you would dash out in the final direction that you're in, or I was thinking that you would decide the final direction that you go into. So I was thinking of adding a box here, and as you exit, depending on your input, like if you were pressing up, right, or down, whatever you want, you would dash out into that direction. Very similar to how the dash works here. I don't know yet. I was just like, that was my final thought. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to figure out what would be ideal. But there's only one way to find out, and that's just to test out the mechanic. So I think we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna add a box here, and then based on the player's, I think we should do it based on the player's final input, or we could do it based on like whatever icon is here. But actually, that would require some more coding. So maybe we'll just leave it to the player's discretion, just to make our life a little easier. So this is our current teleporter. Let me just look at the script. It's been a hot minute since I've seen it. I think we're just gonna rewrite some of it. I'm actually thinking maybe we should rewrite the whole state up. It's not too bad. But I would like to rename the state to like Zipline state or something like that. That would take a while. So right now it's called the teleporter, but we already have something called the teleporter. So we'll see. Let me just see. Physics. So basically all we do here is if we start moving all of these objects around, and if we get close to this object right here, we deactivate it, and then if the player is on orb and the player jumped out, we tell the player to exit the orb. And all that does, let's see here, we set the hitbox to monitorable, set player on orb to false, and we just play some sounds. We update. I'm assuming update is the line, or yeah, right here. I guess all we do here is we just set the alpha value for the line. So like if it's active, it's just a darker line. That's all it does. But yeah, that's everything in the teleporter, and then in our player state, or in our player, let's just see what's going on there. I think we're mostly concerned with the exit state for this. I remember I used to have it so that we had like this momentum aspect in our game. Well, I mean, we still do, but most of the time I don't use it. But yeah, in the exit state for the teleport, usually what I did was you can see here we had momentum is equal to the orb's last. It says get orb direction. Yeah, the orb's last direction times its max velocity, and yeah. It's a little strange. It did work, but the issue with this method was I guess trying to I actually don't remember what the issue was, but I just remember it was kind of weird. It was kind of buggy. But I think what we can do instead is just add a dash velocity. So after you're done with this teleport state, you just dash out in whatever direction you've last inputted. Hey, how's it going, Shrimritos? It's been a couple of days since I streamed last. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to stream or like what I wanted to do. I've been doing some um like marketing stuff lately, or just not really marketing, but just handling, I guess, the administrative stuff of the game. So that includes like I'm trying to do some more commissions for the art, for the sounds. What else? I wrote down like a bunch of things, like a bunch of mechanics that I want, or like the story. So like, yeah, I'm trying to organize everything, and now is finally the time where I want to finish this dash mechanic or finish the zipline mechanic. So the plan is to finish rewriting the zipline mechanic, make some maybe like 3 or 4 rooms for the zipline, and then after that, we're gonna want to have like 3 or 4 more rooms after that of just a combination of all our rooms, and then we'll be done. We'll be done with the demo, and then it's just a matter of like polishing all of the levels, making like an introduction to the scene, maybe a final scene, polishing the rooms in terms of like the background art, making, yeah, everything related to art, to polishing, stuff like that will be done hopefully by what's today? Whew. Hopefully by the start of November. That's when I'll be polishing everything. Hopefully. You know, nothing ever goes according to plan. But we're in a good spot. But let's just figure out what we could do for the end of our state here. So you can see here, if move right input, we actually set teleport orb direction to vector 2.0. And you know what I'm gonna do? So for our exit state, on the teleport 2, I think it's on the teleport 2. You know what's weird? We have states.teleport, and then we have states.teleport here. I think this should be states.teleport 2. I don't think it matters too much. Oh, thanks for the follow. I'm actually curious. Did you for knock? Did you see 2 notifications on Twitch? Because I have. Hey, how's it going, Knock? Okay, cool. Because yeah, I've just downloaded what's it called? The plugin for Twitch, but I also put it on OBS, and I wasn't sure if it was gonna like duplicate itself. But yeah, that's good. But yeah, how's it going? It's going pretty good. Memory looks cool, by the way. Good luck with the game. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. So, oh yeah, I'm just gonna test. I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be states.teleport 2, but I'm just gonna double check right now. Let me just open up main scene. Yeah, and then after I test this out, we'll start coding for the zipline. Maybe I could come up with some cool ideas too. I would love to redo it in some way. Oh, I turned off Bluetooth yesterday. Let's see if this will connect. There we go. So yeah, that's the sort of effect that we're going for with the zipline as well. It's It's honestly kind of similar to this one. There's just more of a delay, and I guess there's a little bit more going on, but it's the same thing. Serves kind of a similar purpose. It's kind of like a small break, and there's one other issue with our teleporter, and that's I feel like sometimes there's some inconsistency with the distance that we're traveling, but it's so rare, so I'll have to figure out what's going on there. I'll have to. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's causing that inconsistency, or if it's based on my input, or if it was based on just the code that's running. We'll figure that out pretty soon. But I won't worry about it just yet, because if there is an issue with it, it's probably just a matter of fixing like one of the timers, or ensuring something is running there. Today we're gonna focus on the teleporter. I don't remember. So in our exit state, the teleport 2 doesn't really do anything. It might be in the while state. Let me see. Or enter state. It's actually probably enter state that we handle this. Is this inspired by Celeste? Yes, it's heavily inspired by Celeste. Okay, motion is equal to 0. Exit teleport state false. Teleport player false. Visible is equal to false. And then we start this teleport duration timer node. This is what sets our motion. So if we actually go into teleport duration, yeah. So at the end of this timer, we set our direction to this, and we start another timer that determines how long we're dashing for. It's funny, we actually put the teleport dash duration timer here. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Teleport dash duration. Okay. You know, I would actually like to figure out a way to not use a timer. Maybe we'll figure that out after we've we refactor everything. It probably won't be today. But yeah. Hey, how's it going, Zombie? So since we do it here, it would be nice if we could make like a custom dash. Like right now we're already using a dash. Maybe in our dash function we would check what state we're in, and that would help us determine like what code to run here. I think that would make the most sense, because since we're gonna have a dash state in the teleport state and in the zipline state, or like after the zipline state, I think it would make sense to have it. Just have a function that deals with all types of dashes. Who knows? We'll maybe even use more examples of it later down the line. All right. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do today. Is we're gonna rewrite the dash to fit everywhere. So there's one other issue. I want to see something. Currently, our dash function runs on the entrance of the dash state. So yeah, we could use this. We could basically just say in this function we'll grab our current state. So we could either say states.dash or current state. Let's just say state. We'll just have to go here and we'll just say state. And For now, we're gonna do this like super sloppy. Oh, thanks for the follow, whoever that was. I'll check that right now. How do I see my dashboard? Oh, it's Shrimritos. Thanks, man. Or Shomreed on Twitch. Thank you. I appreciate it. I should leave the dashboard open. So yeah, I got Streamlabs yesterday. The extension. I think you're supposed to. I don't know how it works, honestly. I kind of just I downloaded the extension. I have it in OBS, and then I called it a day. I'm trying to update my Twitch, but I've been lazy about it. All right, yeah. So we're gonna do this in a very sloppy way. We're just gonna say match state, and I'll put states.dash, and currently all of this code is gonna go into our dash state. Oops. Should be states.dash. There we go. And so I guess we'll handle one for the teleport state. States.teleport. And all we'll do here. Oh. So the thing that's kind of weird about this is that we're going to be running the dash state or the dash function in different areas. Like sometimes it's in our timer, or like at the end of a timer duration, or like it's at the entrance of a state. So it's like it's kind of all over the place. I don't know if that's ideal, but I think it'll work. And I honestly can't think of a better way to do it. I mean, we could create like our own function for all of these different dashes, but I think it's safe to put it all in one place. So let's go into. It's at the end of our timer here. Right over here. So motion is equal to teleport portal node dot export teleporter node dot outgoing direction times 110. I mean, I guess we could just put, yeah, we could put dash, and then we'll just put states dot teleport to. Whoop. And I guess what we could also do, just to clean up our code a bit, maybe is just put, we could put all of this. Yeah, we could put all of this in the dash state. So I'll cut that. Not in the dash state, sorry, the dash function. So yeah, it should be the same exact thing. Oh, and this should actually be states.teleport to. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna include states. This is where it gets confusing. I'm calling our zipline state teleport. So it's like we have teleport to and teleport. This really should be called zipline. But I'm so lazy. Like, there's so many lines of code that say teleport. I don't want to go through. I mean, we could replace all of them. but I feel like I'm gonna have to go through thousands of lines of code just to make sure everything is fine. So we're gonna leave it as teleport. I just need to make sure I don't confuse myself. So what we'll do is the thing is we're gonna have to have an exit state. Well, yeah, we're gonna have to run this in our exit state, and then we would have to force our player into like. So here, let me run this and try to explain what's going on in my head. So now that I'm thinking about it, so we have. Let me go into debug so you guys can see. Well, you can also see it on. No, you can't see it on the bottom. Move her here. What's going on? And oh, it's because our window here is like a little. You know what? I prefer it that way. There we go. So you can see all the states that are being printed currently, and you can also see it on the top left, whatever state I'm in. When we dash through a portal, we enter the teleport state. Yeah, so we enter the teleport state, and then we enter the neutral state, and then after the neutral state is over, then we enter the fall state. And right now, so basically this sort of dash that we go through, it happens in the teleport state, and I think we should make it more consistent. Where maybe when we are dashing, we should go back into the dash state. That way we just keep everything consistent. It would make our code a little cleaner. We could rush through it right now, and just make it work. But I'd rather like, I guess, take a step back, fix everything up, and then and continue from there. So yeah, what we're gonna do instead is from the teleport state, once this timer runs out, where is it? Yeah, once this timer runs out, instead of running dash here, we're gonna say enter the dash state, and then from the dash state we're going to check what our previous state was, and if our previous state was the teleport state or teleport to state, then we're just going to enter the dash state, and run that match statement that checked what our last state was. Oh, but there might be one other issue with that. No, it shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem. But let me just think. We would have to include some sort of variable that said we're exiting the teleport state. I don't think we've done that yet. We do have this. Exit teleport state. We could actually move this over here, because at the end of every teleport state, you're always going to go into the dash state. So yeah, maybe we could put this here. Before we do anything else, I'm going to back everything up. So bright here. What are we gonna do? Yeah, we could do. Let me just check exit teleport state. Yeah, so what we could do is if exit teleport state, we'll just change our state to the dash state, and then the dash state is going to check what our previous state was and all of that jazz. And then another thing we would have to do is in our dash state is just check what our previous state was, just to make sure that we could dash again. Because usually after a dash, you can't dash again, but if you come out of a teleporter, then you can dash again. So let's do this. Let's cut this out. Let's put this here. Currently everything should be the same. Actually, we're going to remove dash from here. So on exit teleport state, let's go back to state logic. Scroll down. Teleport 2. Do change state to what is it, dash? And then in our dash, I guess what we could do, let me think about this. We would have to check what our previous state was. Or maybe we don't have to check what our previous state was. Maybe we could just write what state we want to happen. Yeah, so we can handle it the same way. But then when we run our dash function, since it's only going to be on the entrance of our dash state, we'll set all of the the if statements there. So at the moment, teleport 2, and then can dash is here. Usually can dash is set to false at the end, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So let's just put can dash. Oh, the thing is, no, this should be fine. Can dash is equal to false, and then is this at the entrance of our state? Yeah. So we'll get rid of this for now. And what we'll do over here, we have to fix a lot of this code. It's so ugly right now. We'll do if previous state was equal to states.teleport to we'll do this. I think for now we'll just do else dash and another thing that we're going to want to do is right now I think in our dash is when we set the timer. Yeah, so dash duration timer node is set to our dash duration. Maybe it's fine here. Maybe it doesn't matter too much. Put it down here. Otherwise, we're gonna. I'm not sure if our dash duration is 0.1 seconds here. We'll find out. Oops, wrong scene. Okay, so and we still don't enter the neutral state when we exit a teleport. So let's just see what we do there. Oh, yeah. Let me run this one more time. So we dash, then neutral, then fall. For some reason, our neutral I think our neutral is like instant, which it shouldn't be. It should be 0.2 seconds. So let's just see where we run the dash here. How am I? I'm pretty good, I would say. Can't complain. Alright, dash duration timer node is equal to our dash duration. This happens no matter what. And then at our dash duration timer node, let's see. Dash duration timer node. This is teleport. On dash timeout. Dash timeout. I'm gonna comment this out for now. Exit teleport state is equal to true. So all we're doing here is setting our motion equal to 0, and changing our alpha value to can dash. We shouldn't do this here. I'm thinking we don't even need this on teleport dash duration timeout. Yeah, I'm gonna comment this out as well. Can simplify a lot of this stuff. So currently, we're not dashing for as long as we'd want. We're actually, wait, we go through, we're in the dash state, and then we go, wait. So we should be entering the dash, then the teleport, then the dash, and then the neutral. Currently our dash state is not lasting for as long as we'd like. So let's just see why that is. And it's weird because like can dash is set to true here, can dash is set to false here, true here, and then our dash duration timer node. And then while we're in the dash state, the only thing that puts us in the neutral state, logic. If teleport player, no, teleport player is fine. If not dashing and enter neutral state, yeah, we enter the neutral. So I guess dashing might be false here. Let's make sure. That's probably why. Yeah, dashing is equal to true only in our dash state. So we're gonna take this out, put this up here. Dash direction doesn't dash delay. After dash delay, I mean technically these might. I don't think we use these variables anymore. The dash delay. Dashing is definitely necessary. I think that's the only one that matters right now. Do I have IntelliSense for a GD script inside Godot? What is IntelliSense? Let me see. I feel like maybe that answers your question. Oh, like finishing code or like suggestions, stuff like that. That's what IntelliSense is. Yeah, there is. So yeah, now it seems like it works. Let me just make sure. Can we get across here? No. Let's go over here. I think it's grabbing our current. We will have to set our dash durations to equal. I think it's gonna be 0.1 seconds, but I just want to make sure. Let's go here. Yeah. Okay. So what we'll do here. I think our exit teleport state for our player was originally 0.1 seconds. Teleport dash duration is 0.2 seconds here, and then our dash delay. It's also 0.2 seconds. So let me see. Wait, oh, dash timeout is actually 0.3 seconds over here. Usually it's 0.2 for after our dash. And so right now I'm thinking maybe we shouldn't use this whole timer to determine how long we want to dash for. It should be based on a certain distance rather than a dash duration. Because like right now, I think if we do it this way. If we just put this here, and over here we do 0.2, I think that might fix it. But yeah, I think it's an unnecessary variable to keep in our game. We could just check how far we travel. Like we only want the player to travel like if they've exited a teleport, we want them to dash for like 5 tiles or 4 tiles, including or not including the tile that they just came out from. But yeah, let's make sure. Oh, it's still very long. So there's something that we're missing here. Let's see. Oh, okay, I know why. In our while-in state, currently what we do in our while-in state is we just keep on adding velocity to our player. So, yeah, right now, motion is equal to our dash direction dot normalize times 240. If we fudged or if we didn't fudge. What we can do is save our dash speed, like our total dash speed, and make sure that it stays consistent. I wonder if that's like the best way. Yeah, if we're gonna start using the dash state for like more things, I think it's probably ideal. So what we'll go into is into our dash. Dash. We'll say bar dash velocity is equal to vector2 dot 0. And then in our enter state for our dash, actually we'll do this in our dash. We'll just say dash velocity is equal to our motion. And then in our while-in state, we'll just say dash velocity. So maybe our timers don't matter. Or maybe they do. So if we keep it the same, way that we've had it before. So yeah, this is the old version. Let's see. So yeah, this is what our dash usually looks like, and then when we dash through, yeah, that's what I think it should look like. But oh, wait. We do seem to be dashing a little higher. But it also doesn't look too bad. Hey, thanks for the follow, Grumble of Pucks. If you guys have any questions, yeah, feel free to ask. Oh, look at that. I think we got a bug. So it seems like it is working. But yeah, there are like some edge cases where it doesn't work, and I feel like I've had a similar issue for so long, where there's always like an edge case with these teleporters. Thank you. Yeah, the movement and like the responsiveness is something that I've been striving to like make perfect. You'll notice. I mean, if you've seen my stream, if you've watched my stream, before, you'll probably notice that like I'll rewrite the same mechanic over and over and over again just to get it perfect. Like even right now, I'm rewriting. I'm rewriting it. I'm still hoping for the same result, but I'm still rewriting it just so that it's more consistent. It's consistent for like future mechanics that I plan on adding. It mostly has to do with our dash state. So it seems like it's fine right now, but yeah, we did notice a bug exiting the teleport. So I don't know if we should try to adjust it or maybe just ignore it for now. So it hasn't happened yet. If it does happen, we'll pause the game really quick and see what's going on. Alright, it hasn't happened. We're just going to ignore it for now. If it happens again, I'll be sure to check it out. So currently in our dash, I do want to see one thing, and that's when we dash, does our timer matter? If it doesn't matter, let's see. So yeah, we have this dash duration timer node. I'm gonna set this to, let's just set this to 5 for the memes, or you know what, just 1 is fine. This is after we exit the teleport. Yeah, it is. I think it is gonna mess with us. With the teleporters, how do you know which teleporter you will end up at? Although I assume the point is to react to where you are. I actually am going to add a visual cue to like show which teleport you come out from. Yeah, right now it's just yeah, there's no visual cue, but these are connected, so it's not. Oh, yeah, it's not like random or anything. Eventually, there is like a time delay, so you know when you wait like 0.2 seconds before you actually come out from this teleporter. But in that span, I will add a like. Yeah, I'm actually commissioning some art to fix this whole thing right here. So yeah, when you come through here, it'll show something here. Maybe like, you know, more particles will come out. It'll brighten up, stuff like that. But yeah, right now there's no visual cue. So yeah, our timers do matter. And maybe we'll want to rewrite it in a way that it doesn't matter. We'll leave it the way it is for now. So 0.2 seconds. Yeah, ideally what we should do instead is, instead of using timers, we should just check the distance of our dash. And if that distance is like 5 tiles or 4 tiles or something like that, that'll be the distance that we go. Because like technically, we're moving at a slower speed when we exit a typical dash, or if we exit from a dash that's that came from a teleport. My Twitter link is broken, by the way. Oh yeah, because I recently renamed my Twitter. So I think the link says NPC Practical, but it's actually Practical NPC. I'll fix that. Thanks for letting me know. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Twitch, Twitter. Thanks for that. So yeah, we can leave it the way it is. I guess now what we can do is we can actually handle our dash coming out from the teleport state, from the zipline. I'll start calling it the zipline state because we're gonna rename it pretty soon. Maybe I'll do that off stream, so you guys don't have to see what goes on there. But yeah, we're gonna add a teleport state that comes out. Oh, you know what would be so cool? So I had a bunch of ideas for this zipline. I don't know which one I'm gonna go with. I might set a date. I might do this today where we're gonna create some cool mechanics that come from this zipline. So right now, what happens when you enter a zipline is you go to the end, and once the path is done, you kind of just jump out. You're forced to jump out, or you could jump out mid zipline, and the same thing happens. Originally, what I did was when you jumped out, it would keep the velocity of wherever this was going. So if it was going to the right, your velocity would stick to the right unless you inputted otherwise. Is Godot for Mac, and if so, is it any good? Godot is available, I believe, for Windows, Linux, and Mac. Let me just make sure. You can export. You could definitely export to Windows, Linux, and Mac, and honestly any platform you choose. But the question was, can you use Godot on Windows or on Mac? And the answer is yes. Alright, so yeah, I'll just showcase what the zipline looks like. We've had some creative levels with it. Basically, you know, there's like a trap here. You have to jump over it, catch the zipline. Here, we'll make an example room. Honestly, you know, I want to show you guys what it looks like because I kind of like the mechanic. But I do think it needs some I don't know. We have to fix it in some way. So let me go into World 2 really quick. Let me see which rooms that I like. We had this one here. This is room 63. So I'll put that in our current demo. Just so you guys can see it, and then we'll see what we could do with these rooms once we've implemented the new mechanic. So, we'll just keep this, you know, let me just add the other one too. So that was 63, and this one is 65. Alright, so I'll show this off for a split second so you guys can see what the original idea behind the dash was, or I mean the zipline mechanic was. Yeah, okay, so I've already... Whoa. I think we messed up the names. So there were 63 and 65. I think we messed up the names in our world demo. Let's see. Yeah, this is called 64. Should be 63. Usually, yeah, the original name I probably just messed up the original name. Yeah, this should be 63 and 65. I don't think we're actually going to be able to get through because I've already rewritten it. Let's see. yeah, we're gonna keep hitting that spike right there. I'll edit it really quick. Maybe we could just push this. Hopefully we could just push this up here and it'll be fine. I'll get rid of these tiles, put them there. So yeah, the whole point of this mechanic was to, like, you're basically racing against the orb. You know, you catch it. Oh, are we gonna die here? No. Awesome. It's kind of fast paced. But it's a little, oh, look at that. Sometimes it's a little clunky. So we'll have to figure out, wait, let me see something. Yeah, so based on your input, it actually increases your velocity, it seems, in that direction. I honestly don't remember too much about how I made this mechanic work. Oh, we're gonna have to fix that. Oh no. Oh, we got it, okay. So yeah, it looks nice, it has potential, but it's still a little... There's some parts of it that are kind of clunky, and what's going on here, I don't know. So, yeah, we're gonna... Let's see what's going on in that room. Like, our spawn is messed up, but it might be because maybe this room over here has, like, some overlapping going on. We'll figure it out. But yeah, that's the gist of the mechanic. What I was thinking of doing is, you know, when you exit the state right here, you would dash out, similar to how you dash out from the teleporter. But another thing that we could do is I was thinking of adding like a box, and that box would show you the direction that you dash out from. So you're forced to dash, you know, either upwards or downwards or something like that. But you could still... The thing about that is that it would kind of defeat the purpose of having to jump out or, like, catch the orb. And I like the idea of catching the orb. I don't think we can have both. But what we could do is, if you jump out or if you dash out... instead of dashing out or instead of jumping out, you would dash out for, like, every instance. So we can try that out. Before I do that, let me back everything up again. Before new zipline mechanic. Push that. Okay. So let's see. What do we do to get out of this state? This is our... Well, we'll look at our logic first, just to see how we handled it. So while you are in the teleport state, if teleporting is equal to false, if jump input and jumps left is greater than 0, we enter the jump state. And if not teleporting, and if we're not on the ground, we enter the jump state as well. So yeah, these are our two options. What I'm going to do here is comment this out, and we're just going to say change... if jump input, I think we should put if jump input or dash input. Oh, jumps left is always going to be greater than 0. Let's try it out. Hey, how's it going, Richard? Yeah, we're gonna change our state into the states.dash. And then this is why I wanted to rewrite the dash state that way, because there's going to be so many instances where maybe we do want to have this dash state running all over the place. So, okay. Change state dot dash. One thing I need to make sure of is that when we exit the teleport state, we're not running anything. And I feel like maybe I did run something. So yeah, at the exit, we disable the hitbox of our stent. This is on exit. Oh no, that was for our entrance. No, it is for our exit. Okay. So on our exit teleport state, we disable our hitbox here. I don't think we should be doing that. Set deferred disabled false. Wonder why we did that. Wall jump lock is equal to false. Can dash is equal to true. Change alpha is equal to can dash. Motion.y. And we write all of this random stuff. Set disabled false. It's the opposite. So we're enabling our hitbox here. Trying to get into Godot x Unity dev. Well, if you have, or if you already have some experience with game dev, I'm sure Godot will you'll fit right in with Godot. At least from my experience, it's not too. I think Unity has a way steeper learning curve than Godot. Just realized in your computer you can't see YouTube live emojis. Yeah, I guess I can't. Yeah, I see chill W cat and then in quotes. Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, yeah, Godot is really great if you're beginner, intermediate, advanced. I mean, I'm obviously biased, but I love Godot. So yeah, all of this code here we could probably put into our dash state now, or into our dash function. And I don't think we need to grab our teleport current direction anymore. Actually, we might need it for the final orb. Or we could just set it as default. Basically, whatever direction you're going in, your last direction, will set that as our dash direction. We could do that, or if you jump out, yeah, whichever one works first, we'll do. But for now, let's comment. I'm gonna try commenting all of this out. And teleporting, we can leave as false. Light, we'll set to visible. Change alpha can dash. Motion.y is equal to 0. That's fine. Self.move camera. Alright, let's try this out. So yeah, at the moment, if teleporting is equal to false, we'll change our player to the jump state. But for now, if there's jump input or dash input, we're gonna dash. So let's go into our dash state, our dash function, and we're gonna handle states.teleport. Basically, I think we're gonna grab we're going to do something similar to this right here, where we dash. Well, we're going to set our motion equal to our player's last input. So we're going to do something similar to this. Let me see something, dash direction. If our dash direction is vector 2.0, we still want it to dash in a certain certain direction, and usually for our dash state it's our last direction. But because we're in the teleport state, we're just gonna grab the teleport orb's last direction rather than the player's last direction, because there might not be any input, or like the player's last direction could technically be like vector 2.right. Or it's either vector 2.right or vector 2.left. But here it's going to be the orb's last direction. So we'll do if for now, we're just going to set it to vector 2.right. Because I just want to see if it works. Oops. And we'll set motion. Motion equal to dash direction normalized times 240. We're going to do 110. And our dash duration is going to be 0.2 seconds. Dash velocity is equal to our motion. Yeah, that's correct. All right. And now we have to figure out where we're going to put our dash. So let's go back into our enter state. And for our dash, currently if our previous state is equal to teleport 2, we do dash teleport 2. We're going to do elif previous state is equal to states dot teleport. I know people are going to ask, oh, why don't you use a match statement? It's because there are different cases that go into it's not always a match statement. Sometimes right here it's a previous statement. Sometimes technically we could use a match statement, but you can enter the dash state from like almost anything as long as you have the dash available. So I could match it with like idle, slide, climb, and all of these other things, or I could do it if else and handle all of those cases. It's just less stuff for me to write. So if our previous state is the teleport state, literally all we're going to do is dash from states.teleport. And that should be it, hopefully. I mean, there's going to be more involved, but let's just see. So right now we actually can't even jump out. Let's see what's going on here. This was in our exit state. Wait a second. We commented out a bunch of stuff from our teleport state, and there's probably something there that's like holding us down. Where is it? Teleport here. If teleport does not equal null, teleport last direction. Teleport orb. Move right input. I wonder. Is that all we commented out? It still might not work, actually. We'll have to see. Let's get into debug here. Yeah, we can't even exit. So let's go back into our logic here. Okay, so if jump input teleporting is equal to false, we run this. If jump input, we change our state to the dash state. So, usually if start jump is equal to true, let's see. So nothing is printing just yet. Are we in the teleport? Very strange. Let's see. Like, it's not even detecting dash input or jump input. Let me see here. Controller. Dash. Oh my goodness. Wow. It was we put an and here instead of an or. Okay, so yeah, right now we are exiting into the dash state, but because we're entering the dash immediately, we're able to collide back with that. Or so we could either create kind of create a timer. Either we'll create a timer for the orb, or we would have to check when we exit. What is most ideal? I'm not sure just yet. Let's first see. Let's go back into our say logic again, and let's see what our dash looks like. Okay, so if teleporting is equal to true, that's when we change our state into teleport. So teleporting is equal to true where? When we activate a node. So that means that we're still, yeah, we're this is still in our hitbox. So what should we do? Well, we should only add it when we've entered the hitbox again, or we create a timer for it. Those are like our two cases where, like, I guess it would be like, I guess that's when we would use it. The only issue is that, like, the hitbox for our zipline here is like super big. So like you could, but if we dash out, it shouldn't be a problem. The only thing that would be a problem is if we dash into the direction that it's going. So if it's going in a straight line and you dash right, I mean, I guess as long as you're faster than it, if we like dash here and it's still here, we would be able to enter the hitbox again. So what I think we'll do what we have to do is rewrite everything. I'm not going to do that today because that's just too much work. But what I will do is maybe just remove it from activate node. Let's see. So right now we are in the teleporter. For our teleporter, if we are in the dash state, this is when we enter the hitbox, but right now we're not in the hitbox. At least I don't think so, but there have been so many times where I've rewritten this, so yeah, because like we manage collision all the time, and if the object that we're in is a teleporter, then yeah, we are going to activate it. So what we could do this is gonna be ugly. I'm just gonna say we have to fix this eventually, but I just want to see if this will look nice. If previous state does not equal states.teleport, then we'll do that. There might be another case where this happens. It also might happen when we enter the teleporter. Yeah, on hitbox entered. So let's just do, yeah, we'll just do it here too. If okay, that should make it more that should give us the mechanic that we want. I hope. Yeah, kind of. Okay. So yeah, that was sort of what we were aiming for. If you jump out, let's see what happens if we do it in other. Yeah, we can dash out from any direction that we want. But it's not that powerful. Maybe I think we might want to make it a little bit more powerful. Just see something. I want to give us the ability to jump out whenever we want. So like over here, we dash out. Oh, it's a little slow. Let's see. The name of this object I think is wrong. Let me see. Takes a hot minute to load. Room 64 is actually... Oh, it's room 63. It keeps renaming itself to room 64. We have a 63. What is 63? You know what it is? I think we already have room 63 in our game. Okay. So I'll just delete this. And we'll go back to rename this to 63. So yeah, right now it's very similar to how it was. But I think we want to make the teleports a little more powerful, and we want to grab the orb's last direction. So right now it's too slow. And also, it gives us a bug here. So in our dash, let's make this... Oh, so right now we dash into the... It didn't seem like we dashed into the right direction. Right over here, if our dash direction is equal to vector 2.0, we set it to 0, or vector 2.right, and then motion equals this times 110. We're going to set this to 240, and we're going to keep this as... You know, maybe we could keep... Let's see what it looks like with our dash duration. Or typical dash duration. Run it again. So yeah, the rooms that we make have to be redesigned. Whoa. And then sometimes it forces us to dash upwards, which I don't like. Or dash in a direction that we didn't input for. But it does look good, I think. We might keep it this way. Or what I'll do is we'll include... Oh, I thought of a really cool idea. I will explain that idea very soon. I just want to see what the dash does seem a little powerful, like coming out from it. Maybe I mean it's okay if it's powerful, but we would have to figure out these values now because obviously I would have to design my levels around like the power of that dash. So either we make it like a short dash or we make it our typical dash. And also dashing upwards makes us... It's weird because over here it doesn't do that. Oh, because we're going sideways. Never mind. Okay. But yeah, my idea originally, well, I came up with this idea last night, was you might notice that sometimes we dash through these orbs here, or I mean through through a tiled box, and when you do that, you die. But what we could do instead is add nodes to like specific areas that will force you out and force you to dash into something you don't want to dash. So what I mean by that is like we would move. We would get rid of these spikes here. We'd put it like right here. We would put like one of those special nodes, and there would be an arrow facing the right direction, and that node would would force you to dash into the right. And originally I was thinking maybe we could add it to this teleporter or to the zipline, but we could also make it its own object. And if we make it its own object, we can it'd be cool because then we can use it for other instances. We would just need to make sure that while we're in the teleport state, that we could we would have to force the player to exit. Before I continue, I'm going to use the bathroom. It'll take like 2 seconds. Back. Give me 1 second. It's getting a little chilly here. What type of sweater is that? I don't know. I've actually asked myself the same question before. I feel like it's made from like recycled material because it's not like. It kind of feels like polyester, but it's also like. Yeah, I feel like it's made from recycled material because like it doesn't feel like just polyester. I think I ripped off the tag too, so I don't know. Actually, don't know what it's made from. So yeah, we were thinking of making those like forced dash boxes. I would have to make. Should we do this now? It would kind of be like our teleporter, actually. It would just force us out. But I think we should make a specific object for this. So I'll try to do this quick. Make a new scene. Let's do a area 2D. And in that area 2, actually, wait. No, it's going to be a node 2D. Inside the node 2D, we'll add an area 2D. Inside the area 2D, we'll add a collision shape. Inside the collision shape, we'll just make it a regular square. We're going to put this, that. Let's make sure it's 8 by 8. Oops. Alright, and we'll put this in. Where is scenes, objects, new mechanics? I don't know what to call this. It's like a forced dash. Call it forced dash box. I'll have to add some sort of I'm thinking now like usually what I do is I just rotate these objects, but we do want to handle. I think for now what we'll do is maybe just force it to up, left, right, and down, but eventually I would like to handle diagonals. And I mean, the way we handle diagonals is very simple. It's just that I like to rotate it, and since it's a square, we would have to like, I guess, rotate the inside. There would be some extra code involved, but we won't do that today. So I'm just gonna add. Let me see if I'm gonna open up GIMP really quick, and we'll make an 8 by 8, maybe like a triangle or something. Not a triangle, an arrow. Oh, nice. GIMP just opens like that? I must have had it open last time. Usually that doesn't happen. Hey, how's it going, Juho? So yeah, let's just make an 8 by 8. Whoa. And it'll be, let's just, I don't, can we even fit a triangle? I mean, an arrow in here? It's an 8 by 8, so it'd be like, let's try 9 by 9. Maybe that'll work better. What do you guys think? Does that look like does that look like an arrow? Maybe. Wait. Maybe we'll just keep it very simple. Is this uneven? Wait, give me 1 second. I know there's a tool I can use to make it symmetrical. Windows. Symmetry. There we go. Mirror. Horizontal symmetry. Okay. Oh, this is let's try it on the 8x8. Maybe it'll look nicer on the 8x8. Since we're making it thick. That looks so strange to me. And then how did it look here? Wait, we can't make it symmetrical here. This is the center. Let's try it again. Like that. Why is making a triangle so hard? I mean, I guess that'll do. Let's bring this back a bit. I'm trying to think maybe if there's another way to represent a triangle or like a direction without using arrows or like, you know, a completely different, you know, now that I look at it, this doesn't look too bad. Can't dwell on this kind of stuff for too long. I think we're just going to use this. Alright, let's export this. This will go into Godot, Afterlife, Sprites, Force dash box. Okay. What's this window called? There we go. All right. Have I ever heard of the after story? I've not. What is the after story? I'm looking it up right now. I can't see anything about it. The book? There's a book called After Story. So let's call, what did we save this as? Forced. Call it forced dash box. And we're gonna add a script here. It's gonna be pretty basic. All we're gonna do is say if let's create a variable var type. Call it forced dash box. Let's get rid of all of this. Actually, in our ready function, we're gonna use what we typically use to grab to set a direction. I usually just grab the rotation of the object. So for our spring, this is usually where I write it. We just grab the rotation degrees and match it with our direction. So we'll do var forced direction is equal to vector2.0. Or you know what? For now, let's just set it to vector2.right. But in our ready function, our force direction is just going to equal our rotation. So if I rotate this, 90 degrees, 0 degrees, 180, 270, it'll set our force direction. That way I don't have to make multiple versions of this. All I do is just rotate this 90, 270, stuff like that. And we rotate it on the origin. So it'll be here actually, so that everything moves all together. Clannad after story opening, absolute banger. It's a song. What's the arrow for? So this is gonna be our it's gonna be a node that basically tells us which direction we're going into, or the direction that we're forced to dash into. And I'm actually thinking maybe we can use the 9x9 image and we'll give it a border so that it's like it's a white border. Let me actually grab this here. We'll put this in the 9x. Oh wait, we would have to make it a 10x10. So let's do. Oh, you guys can't see it, so I'm just gonna ignore it for now. All we're gonna do. We made this a type. We have a hitbox already. We'll have our player handle the hitbox. It's just, I think we could just keep all of this information here, and then we'll have our player deal with the force direction and all of that jazz. So let me think about this. Yeah, we'll test this out in a regular room. We could test this out over here. And what is nice about this object, on top of forcing us to dash, you can also use this object to. I guess it would reset your. It wouldn't reset your dash. What we're gonna do is it forces the player to dash, but you won't have another dash to use. That way, like, you could use it for your advantage, or you can use it for your, or it could be used for your demise. That's the beauty of level design. So we'll grab the forced dash object. We'll put it in here to test out. We'll have the right dash. This looks kind of small. Maybe we'll make it a little big. A little bigger. Yeah, I think we should make it a 4x4. Or I mean, a 2x2. So let's just, yeah, down. We'll test out all of the. Whoops. We'll do 270. What are we missing? 180. So yeah, we'll just put. You know what we could do? We could. Whoops. Let's make this into a circle. We won't be able to escape, but it'll show what I'm trying to get at. Whoops. This should go here. Okay. So we're gonna have to create some code for our player. Oh, yeah, okay. Now, I was just wondering, this would go into our dash. We'd force the player into the dash state. So let's make a hitbox function for this really quick. On hitbox entered. I guess we could do activate node. I'll just do activate node for now. You know what? I'm not even going to do activate node. We're just going to force the player to do it here. Since I plan on rewriting everything, I'm just going to make the mechanics work. It won't make a difference at the end of the day. So we'll just say at our force dash box. I guess we could just say dash input. Technically, dash. But we would. One thing we would have to do is check which direction we're going into. So maybe we would have to add this to our queue or set this to our current body, something like that. Because if we just do dash input, we won't know what our dash. I mean, here, let's just do it. Let's just do it. We'll just say dash input is equal to true. We'll do can dash is equal to true. Dash input is equal to true. And we're also going to want to set our move input. Yeah. I guess what we could do is grab this object. We could say our body. The thing is, right now, we're doing force direction is vector2.up or vector2.right. Yeah, let's just do this. Match move input. Or match body dot force direction. And in here we'll just say So over here, technically our dash, we would have to reset all of our inputs. So for now, I'm just gonna handle a case where we're not pressing anything, and we'll just let the orb do the work for us. So yeah, vector 2 dot right would be move input. Move input. Wait, if we have move input, I'm gonna see move input. Okay, move input. Do we have a move direction? No, we don't. Having a move direction would actually make our life a little easier, but for now, I'm not going to change anything. So let's go back into our hitbox. And we'll just say move right input equals true. Move left input is equal to true. Okay. Dash input is equal to true and can dash is equal to true, and we grab our move input. That should actually be it. It's very simple because from here it'll just force us into the dash state. My controller died. 1 second. Ooh. Okay, there we go. So nothing happens yet. Let me see. Are we colliding with this? Print inside force dash. So we are inside the force dash box. Dash input is equal to true. The thing that I guess is happening is that we're in our controller logic at this point. So we would have to make we would just have to make a variable called force dash. I think that's what is necessary. So we'll just do var forced. Force dash, where is that? Where is... Okay, and then in our logic here, just for the, I guess we'll do for the jump, we'll try it out for the jump and the fall state, and we'll handle everything else further down the line. So where is dash? If dash input. Right now it's if. Let's do this. Let's put this in parentheses. This is in our jump state. Let's do this in our fall state. Right here, let's just do if force dash or dash input dash ability. That's it. Oh, so at the moment, force dash is true, which it should not be. Forced dash equal to false, and somewhere in our code. I guess at the end of our logic, we'll just set for now. I'm trying to think. Just put it in our dash state. Okay, so at the moment, what it's doing is it is forcing us to dash through. There's no there's nothing special about it. What is weird is that it just grabs our last direction. We want to make sure that it sets a dash for us. So what I think we'll do is in our dash, currently we're matching our state. So we're gonna have to figure out a better way to do all of this, but let's just do this. If force dash, let's just pass that for now. We'll just put that in there, and we want to handle our dash direction based on this. So what I think we can do, we can get a force dash direction. Maybe that'll be ideal here. Let's grab our dash. Dash. And in our enter hitbox, this is actually make our life a little easier here. Instead of doing all of this, we'll just say forced dash direction is equal to our body dot force. Call it force direction. Okay, and then in our dash, all we have to do. So the other thing that's kind of important here is that we have all these timers and stuff like that. We actually don't want to have this if statement here. What I think we should do is we should actually put it in the dash state. So let's actually go back a bit. In our dash, let's do this. We'll put it right here. Oops. If force dash, forced dash is equal to false, and forced dash direction. We don't need this. Well, we'll say is dash direction is equal to forced dash direction. Forced dash direction is equal to vector2 dot 0. And I think that's it. We can get rid of this. Whoa, that's not what we wanted. Yeah, so we're entering the dash if force dash, if dash ability. We technically don't use this anymore, but we'll leave it there. If force dash equals false, dash direction is equal to force dash direction, and motion is equal to dash direction normalized. Yeah, so that should be it. It seems like it's the everything seems to be flipped from what I can tell. Wait. Yeah, so even though it's pointing to the left, it's dashing us to the right. This is... Wait. It's like our rotations are all mixed up. Let's look here. Oh yeah, right. I think we messed up the values here. So we just want to make sure 0 is vector2 dot right, 90 is vector2 dot down. The reason why it's kind of messed up here is because usually how I handle springs is 0 degrees is force direction vector2 dot up, but yeah, 180 is vector2 dot left, and 270 is vector2 dot up. Now, if we restart, there we go. Why is what about vector2 dot down? (180) is vector2 dot left. We're getting 2 rights. Two rights don't equal a right. Yeah, I wonder why. It might be that this isn't. Let's try putting 279 just in case. Maybe I messed up somewhere. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Hey, how's it going, 898K? Okay, yeah. So it just had to do with our rotations here. We could speed it up technically. It doesn't look too clean just yet, but yeah, this is the idea, and we'll make it pretty and all that. But the main reason why we wanted to use this was for specifically, I want to use it for this dash or pier if we can get across. Basically, instead of avoiding spikes, you would avoid those dash orbs. and what they would do to you is they would force to kill you. So I would put one right here. I put one of those orbs or one of those triangles right there. It would push you through. Yeah, A98K. It is maybe a slight tongue twister. As long as I read it, like, I might not be able to say it from the top of my head, but if I'm able to read it, it's not too bad. Thank you. So yeah, instead of having the player run through spikes, because it kind of doesn't make too much sense. I mean, originally the idea was that you were immortal while you were in that portal. So we keep it that way, but instead we have these boxes that force you out of the portal, and these boxes that force you out of the portal are going to kill you. Well, they're going to force you into, like, demise. Like, it's going to force you to dash right, so you dash into these spikes and die. So I think I am going to make those boxes a little bigger, because they're hard to notice when they're just 8 by 8. So we can either do 14 by 14, or we'll keep it as 16 by 16. For now, I'm just gonna scale it up a bit, just to make your life easier. So yeah, we'll do something like that, and then let's just try it out. Godot is for nerds. I guess it's for nerds. I don't know. I know some pretty cool dudes that use Godot. I feel like anyone who watches my stream is a nerd, yeah. Just as Anik said. We're all nerds here. Alright, so I don't know if we can force ourselves out of the dash. What is this? Okay. At the moment, we can't. We're not forcing ourselves out. So let's go into our logic here, and let's just check. Let's just say, for our teleport state. Where is it? If jump input or dash input, or forced dash, just like that. Now we run it again. Open source now. I need my engine locked. The F down. You're funny. So with the new mechanic, we do have to redesign these rooms because this is too fast. But let's see if this works. Oh, I intentionally avoided it because I was scared. Alright, let's do this again. So nothing happens just yet. Wonder why. I think while we're in the teleport state, maybe we've been ignoring. Huh? Wait. Let's see. I've been ignoring something. So if our health is less than 0, we die. Let's just remove that. Forced dash. Let me look at our hitbox here. gonna take me a hot minute to get used to this mechanic. So it doesn't seem like we've entered the it says forced dashbox, but it doesn't say inside forced dashbox. Am I making the Mario Odyssey traveling thing? I haven't played Mario Odyssey, but I remember some gameplay, and I remember you can like travel through like electric posts or like the electric lines. If that's what you're talking about, it's kind of similar. But you can like jump out. I don't know how the Mario Odyssey mechanic works, but like in this one you can jump out, or there are things that can force you out, or you have to catch up to it, stuff like that. Like it still goes on, even if you're not inside of it anymore. So there seems to be an issue with us not reading this force dash box while we're in the teleport state or in the zipline state. I'm gonna try it one more time just to see. Wait, let's just see if it works. Yeah, it does work if we're just like in a regular state. Wait, we also want to reset the player's position. It's weird because usually if you hit a spike, like if I hit this spike, I'll die. You know what I think we might be doing? I think we have it so that our teleporter... Let me see the script here. Oh, yeah. So if area.getType is equal to enemy, then we kill the player. We've only handled one state, and I think what we do for our teleporter is we disable the player's hitbox, and then we just have this object handle it. The only thing is that we would have to create... Basically, we would have to create a signal for everything, and then I don't really want to do that. So... I think the original reason why I did this was because we were having some issues with our hitbox where it wasn't centered correctly, or there was like some inconsistencies with the hitbox moving simultaneously with this object. But it would suck if I would have to create something like this for every single object. So maybe what we'll do instead... I mean, we could tell our player to activate whatever node. We could say player dot... If player on orb, maybe we could just say player dot run whatever code we're running. Or we can try to enable the player's hitbox again. Have I used OpenGL? Everything I do is within Godot lately. So let's see. Hitbox dot set deferred disabled is equal to true here. Let's... Oh, okay. So the reason why I did this was because... Okay. Maybe I can show you guys what it looks like. Basically, we just have to center our player on the node here. Let me see. We go into our teleporter. The center of our node is here, but the center of our hitbox or the center of our sprite, let's see. We should be setting our player's global position equal to the teleport orb global position, which I think is what we do. But what we can do to test this out is just set visible collision shapes. We're gonna hide the hitbox collision shape of our teleporter for now. And our game is gonna lag a bit because we're gonna be loading up all collision shapes. But it'll help us figure out what's going on. And it's so hard to see because we're moving so fast. But actually, you can kind of see it. I think you can kind of see it. Maybe we'll slow down our game a bit. Let's do this. Can I do a critical voice, please? What's a critical voice? So yeah, you can actually see it right there. We're not centered. So let me just see where we set the player's global position. And I think if we just grab... Okay, so we grab teleport orb.global position. What we should do instead... what is teleport orb? Do I have a main menu yet? Yeah, I do. It's I mean, it's very simple, but this is what it looks like. Credits, quit, new game. That's everything. Penguins the YouTuber. I don't know who that is. Wait, this... Oh, this guy. I don't know how to imitate. I don't know how to imitate his voice. But he's usually like... Usually sounds like depressed or something, right? But like comically depressed, not like he's a depressed person. So yeah, we're setting... Let's see where teleport orb is equal to something. Teleport orb is equal to node dot get child 0. So it's not ideal to do it this way. We're grabbing like the first child of this object, which is like it usually screws me over later on. But let's try to figure this out. I think we're grabbing the path follow 2D when we do this, because it's grabbing the teleporter, and yeah, it's the path follow 2D. What we'd want to do let me just look at this one more time. Yeah, we're grabbing the path follow 2D, I'm pretty sure. So what we could do is, let's just try to, when we set the global position, similar to how we grab center nodes here, we'll do the same exact thing. Instead of grabbing teleport orb, let's try .getChild. I said we shouldn't do this, but here I am doing it. If you could start all over, you would choose Godot over Unity. Why is that? You know, it's the thing is, like, sometimes I say the same thing to myself, where I'm like, you know, the grass is always greener on the other side, you know, that sort of deal. And it's like, I feel like we just think we know what we always think things will be better on the other side. I think you should just. I think you should stick with. You know, I mean, I guess the plus sides with Godot is that, I mean, it's a growing engine, so you don't know what. Why are we dying here? Oh, Unity is trashed on Linux. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's centered. No, it's not centered. Yeah, I don't know if it's because of our... Like, if I dash into it, you might notice that our hitbox is, like, slightly to the right. Or, like, right now, it's slightly to the left. It's a little frustrating. So, like, typically, if I had our player hitbox running right there, we would have died. I think it would be better. The reason why I like Godot is because, like, everything is in, like, anything I need to do is already in the engine. Like, I don't need to download any plugins. There aren't any workarounds, stuff like that. And because I only make 2D games, it's like, it's perfect for me. The only issue is if I want to scale up. Like, let's say I wanted to make, like, you know, some multiplayer, you know, I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to do it, but, like, you know, an MMORPG with, like, simulations running in the background and all of this stuff, I don't think I would be able to handle it with Godot. I mean, maybe further down the line, maybe. But, yeah, like, that's the only, I guess, downside of using Godot, is that if you want to scale this up into, like, I mean, hypothetically, like a AAA game, you wouldn't be able to. Or at least in its current state, you can't. But that doesn't mean it's not possible in the future, but that also doesn't mean that I'm ever going to do that anyway. So, yeah, I guess that's the only... Or, like, let's say you wanted to work for a AAA company, or, I mean, a larger indie company that is making that type of game. You can't really do that with Godot because, yeah, most companies don't use Godot. So if you plan on being an indie developer or, like, your own solo developer for the rest of your life, I would say Godot is perfect. If you plan on turning game dev into a career where you're working for other companies, I would probably stick to Unity or Unreal, or just the bigger engines. But who knows what the future holds? Maybe who knows what happens with Godot? Maybe they'll get, they are on they've been progressing with Godot 4.0 for a while now, and it's looking pretty good. So we'll see what happens with 5 or 6 if they continue to grow. But yeah, their communities are growing. The Godot in general is growing. Their community and their funding. So I have high hopes for them. When will I change to Unreal? Because it's clearly better than Godot because the graphics, right? Right? I assume that was sarcasm, right? Right? If there was another engine I would switch to, I think it would probably be... honestly, I don't know, man. Because the thing is, I don't see myself ever wanting to work for another company. I want to start my own, I've been working on this game for 2 years. I'm trying to make, my own thing happen. And I think Godot is perfect for that. So for me to switch to another engine would mean me kind of... I wouldn't say it would be like giving up on my dreams, but it would be like me settling a bit. And I could make my own, quote unquote, I could start over with Unity, but yeah, that would be a lot of work. Oh, thanks, Daniel. Yeah, I see the pros and cons, and that's why I've considered switching to Unity, because it's like, what if starting my own game dev, or what if starting my own company doesn't work? What are like my fallbacks? And with using Godot, there aren't any fallbacks. You have to either go, full send on your own projects, or just stop doing game dev. You can make software with Godot if that's what you're interested in. But yeah, that's another, that's the same thing as doing game dev. You would basically be making everything on your own. But yeah, the communities are growing, so hopefully there'll be more companies using it further down the line. Hopefully I'm one of the I'm hoping I'm one of the firsts. You don't see too many games that become popular with Godot. But that's just because it's so much smaller than Unity and Unreal. Fun fact, Godot is made in Godot. Wow. Is that true? Isn't Godot made in C++? I got so distracted talking. I don't even remember what I was doing. Crap. Oh yeah, so we were messing with the hitboxes, and yeah, the hitboxes are still messed up here. You know what we could do? I have an idea. Let's see if this works. What we could do is have our teleporter handle the player's global position, or we could set a... Maybe I'm just not grabbing the correct object here. It should be this object right here, or the hitbox, which is... Wait, this is the... Okay, so yeah, this is our damage hitbox. So all we really have to grab is this node here. So I'm just gonna say, let's say on ready var. Let's just say teleport orb sprite. Oh, true. C++ is made in Godot. do you think an engine adds to the sellability of a game? Not really. I mean, actually, I feel like if you made a game in Godot, you're more like if you're a small time game dev, I think you would make more sales with Godot just because the Godot community is it's small and it's supportive of each other. So like I'm in a bunch of Godot communities, and like whenever I post updates, they're very like, wow, you did that, great job. Like, I mean, that sounded sarcastic, but like they're very nice about it. Whereas with Unity, I don't know too much about the the Unity community, but I feel like because it's so large, you're bound to get like drowned out by other game devs who have made games in Unity. That's how I feel. But in terms of like the general public, like people seeing your game, I don't think people care. What? But yeah, if you're just sharing your game with other, engine enthusiasts, I feel like, Godot enthusiasts would play your game more, or maybe buy your game, or just show more support for your game, because they're smaller communities. So like everyone's very friendly to each other, and like usually I used to stream a lot on Reddit, and what's funny is that like not one of the top, but like a lot of comments that I always get is like, oh, you're using Unity, that's so cool. I mean, you're using Godot, that's so cool. I don't know if you guys get that with Unity, if anyone here streams, but like that's one of the common messages I get is like people noticing that I'm using Godot rather than another engine. All right, so we have a teleport orb sprite. So what we're gonna do in our player is just right here we're using teleport orb. Teleport orb. You know what's funny? I think teleport orb is the sprite that we're currently using, but I'm going to I'm gonna test this out just because I'm not sure. I've written this code a long time ago, so I don't know, and I'm too lazy to figure it out, to search through all of it. So we're just gonna say, let's just do this. Teleport orb dot get parent dot. Where is it? Global position is equal to teleport orb dot get parent dot teleport orb sprite. It's like get parent, get your parent, then get your child, and it's all the same thing at the end of the day. But yeah, we'll fix all of this. Quick question, what happened to my YouTube banner? Does it say Afterlife on it right now? I noticed I have to like update everything, or either that or it looks like, okay, so we're getting the same issue. So I think it just has to do with our physics process not staying up to date. So what we're gonna do instead is, we're just gonna have our dash orb handle all of this. So we'll go back here. We can get rid of all of this. I think what we did was I think it was teleport orb dot global position. It doesn't matter too much because it's our hitbox that handles everything. But I just want to make sure, and we can get rid of setting our time scale to 0.5. So what happened to my YouTube banner? I'll check it out in a second. Oh, it's cut off. It's because I'm you have to set a certain you have to make it look a certain way in order for it to fit. Like if you're on mobile, it might look weird. The only spot it looks good on is on desktop. They gave you a specific template for it to work perfectly for all platforms, or like for mobile, or desktop, or like I guess for tablets and stuff like that. But I was lazy. I just put it in. I'll fix it eventually. I recently recommissioned to change the title to memory, so I have to redo almost everything. I already redid the Steam page, and I think I redid my Twitch page, sort of. I have to dedicate like a couple of hours to just updating all of the images on like social media and stuff like that. So let's get rid of visible collision shapes. And I think what we'll do for our teleporter now is, right now we connect this signal here. We say if we hit some sort of body, emit this signal called kill player. Yeah, so it has to be 2560 by 1440, but you also have to like center it to make it look perfect. Yeah, like there's like an image you can find online that tells you like the perfect template. Like it shows you the margins and everything. So you put, your main stuff in that center margin, and yeah, work around that. But if you make it look good the thing is, if you make it look perfect for Windows, you would have to make it look if you make it look perfect for desktop, it would look shitty for mobile. And if you make it look good for mobile, it'll look kind of bad for desktop. Oh, it's cut off on desktop too. You know what? I'm just gonna look at it right now. Oh yeah, you're right. It is cut off. It's probably because I'm using like the image that I have here. One, it probably doesn't follow the banner's recommended dimensions, and two, yeah, it's probably that. My image is probably not banner. Yeah, because the banner is banner looks like it's more of like a horizontal thing, where the image that I put in was probably like a full poster image. How far into development do I think I am? Like, are you still adding features and ideas, or focusing more on developing what I have? So it's weird because like 2 months ago I would have said I'm focusing only on what I have. But right now I'm redesigning the demo, and I'm adding more mechanics, and I plan on, like, in the long run, I plan on adding like a whole bunch. Like I want to work on this game full time, like for at least another 2 years, with more mechanics, more chapters, more everything. But I need to see how the Kickstarter goes. So I'm trying to do a Kickstarter in December. And if that goes well, like, so right now all I'm doing is polishing everything up, but I'm also adding some small mechanics and polishing the current mechanics I have. If that goes really well, or if I get a publisher to like notice my game and they wanna work with me, I could do that as well. I'm cool with either. Yeah. So the main goal, and how far am I into development? I've been working on this game for 2 years now. So yeah, it all depends on the funding, because I would like to have a team for this. I do like working on the game alone. You have full control over the project, but I would make so much more progress if I had people to work with. And yeah, that would be the dream. I want to be a game dev, or like a what's it called? Game dev that makes money. I'm like, I don't care about the money, but I need to make sure that this career path is reliable. I don't care if I live in a one bedroom apartment or something like that, as long as it's self-sustainable. All right, so over here, what we do is if the area currently how our on damage area hitbox works, we should probably change it from damage area to just area hitbox. Is if we see an enemy, we emit a signal that says to kill the player. But what we really should do is if we collide with anything, we should emit a signal to run to like activate something or activate another function for the player. So that's what we'll do right now. So I remember there is a way to emit signals that have connections or like arguments. So you can like put emit signal collided with box and then a value. That's what we want to do here, but I don't know. Let's see. I think for now, because we're gonna like refactor everything. I'm gonna do something similar here. I'm just gonna check for this forced dashbox, and we'll emit another signal. Just because this is gonna take a long time if I do it another way. If I like rewrite all of this to have our player handle signals, I would basically what I have to do for our hitbox function here for our player is we would have to like rewrite this a bit, and I don't know if I should do that today. So yeah, we'll just do it here. So yeah, let's make another signal for our teleporter here. We'll say, oh, we did create a signal called collided with hitbox, but we'll ignore it for now. I guess I had the right idea. Like when I first coded this teleporter, I had the right idea. I just was like, I'm saying this. I probably said the same thing that I'm saying now, and it's like, I'll do it later. You know, that sort of deal. So let's just do signals dot we'll call it entered forced dash. So yeah, we really have to optimize this code one day. And we're also gonna have to make a function for this. Right now we could either do dash. Yeah, we'd have to make a function for this. So I'll leave it like this for now, while we code this area entered. And what's nice about this is that we'll be able to use this later on too. Entered area hitbox right here. We'll just make a function called force dash. put all of this in here. Body.force dash direction. So we would actually, oh yeah, we can just, let's put this in here for now. Oops. Force dash direction is equal to force direction. And then, yeah, let's see how we put in the signal. I mean, an argument. Let me just Google this real quick. Godot include argument signal. Emit signal, comma, the object's direction. So that's going to be just do this area.getParent. Mid signal entered forced area.getParent.forced direction. Do I have Photoshop? No, I usually use GIMP or what's it called? Photopea or Photopia. Not sure how it's pronounced. I think it's okay. So emit signal, this, and then what we do is when we connect the signal, we need to make sure that we put it. It's saying to use an array here. I wonder if we have to use an array. I don't think it's an array, but maybe it is. I'm trying to see other examples. We'll see right now. Oh, looks like, yeah, it seems like we're always using an array here for like everything. Connect, self, change, self. Yeah, it's an array. Okay. So what we'll do in our player now is when we connect this signal, what did we call it? Forced. I think we called it force dash. We'll just put on that free and open source type beat. Yep, exactly. I'm a game dev. I don't have. We don't make money. Node.connect entered force dash box self force dash, and what was that signal? Well, it's the parameters. So I don't think it matters. Wait, let me see. it might matter. We might have to grab a value here. Yeah, it would make sense. Like, should be something that goes into there. Connect chapter dialog. Let's just see. Maybe it doesn't matter. If it gives us an error, then we know. Yeah, let's just call it force direction. Oh yeah, force direction is not in our current scope. So what we'll do, I mean, we could just grab the nodes. Let's just do this. Like I said, we definitely have to fix this later on, but I'm just rushing through this. So I can't answer all of those questions. Do I have a job? I do. Either freelance. I haven't done too much freelance work lately, but I'll do freelance work, or I'll do food delivery. So yeah, that's like my main two sources of income. Am I a student? No, I'm not a student. Yeah, so the freelance work that I do is like web development, so I'll like develop websites for like e-commerce people, or like people who want to have an e-commerce site. Or just their own business. Like you have a business and you want to make your website for that business, I'll do that. And like SEO work, so if like you want to optimize your website, stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, you're pretty young. You have your whole life ahead of you. If you're into game dev, I would say get into it now. That's when I started in the. I technically started it in the 10th grade. I started learning to program in the 10th grade. But it wasn't until I got to college where I was like, hey man, I really want to do game dev. But yeah, that beginning spark in the 10th grade, I guess, is what really. I don't want to say I wouldn't have gotten into game dev if I didn't learn to program, but I'm definitely glad that I did. All right. So emit signal entered forced dash area dot get parent dot forced direction. It's weird. What's the point of emitting a signal if it's not going to grab? Let me see here. whatever. We'll leave it the way it is. It doesn't matter. Oh, wait. I mean, we could say that now, but if this doesn't work, we'll see force direction. Let's just see. Yeah, weird. Well, let's just do node.force direction. I'm friends with a professor that started in his 60s, and he isn't any worse off for it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's no like age restriction for starting, a hobby or anything like that, or starting a business. But I would just say, like, I mean, if you are younger and you've realized that you have this passion, might as well go for it. Oh, well, actually, you don't know that you have a passion just yet, but if you are interested in it, like, best time to start is now. Yeah, that's exactly how I learned Godot. While I was in college, it was like during breaks, like summer break, spring break, all of those breaks was when I took my I'll do. I don't think I did any game jams, but I did. Yeah, I was just like working on a random project. All right, so we've connected this node. It runs forced dash and force dash, and the value that it uses for it is the node's force direction. So, yeah, this should work the way it is, the way it currently is. Am I going to make my own text editor? Why would I make a text editor? Oh, what's going on here? What did we do? Very strange that this just happened. I didn't change anything and it's working now. It might have been, wait. Let me see. That's concerning. Seems like it's fine right now. Alright, sounds good, Anik. Also, we have to get used to... Usually I just jump out. I keep pressing right to get out, which is not ideal. Whoa. Force direction is equal to area.getParent.forced direction. For direction. So nothing happens yet. Let's make sure the signal is working properly. You know what? I think I'm gonna take a break here. 'Cause, I don't want to keep working on this, and I really should fix this code here and fix how our player is connected to the signal, or how we signal to the player that we've collided with something else. Because this is just gonna get more and more complicated. I feel like I should just rewrite it. But I think we've been streaming for a hot minute now. But oh yeah, well, we just hit 3 hours. I think I should take a break here. But thanks for watching, everyone. This was a great stream. I enjoyed talking to all of you. See you around.